let's talk about Uber not paying for the first 2 minutes of a scheduled stop now. What the hell?
Yeah, that's like, this is another wonderful audience member or channel member who does these. She even puts them on Canva and does all this work before she sends it to me. You know who you are. Thank you.
We
Thank you.
appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Much appreciated. And all I had to do is just copy this on a Google Docs to put it together. None of us want to do extra stops. I wholeheartedly agree. 100,000,000% agree. Yeah. And
if you pay me 54 cents a minute, then I'll take it.
Yeah, but she discovered something, and you know what she did? Initially, she had emailed me, Chris. She goes, "Do you know Uber is not paying for the first 2 minutes of the scheduled stop?" I'm like, "I don't know." I go like, "Well, I just saw it." I go, "Do you have screenshots?" She goes, "No, I don't." And I'm going like, "Well, I don't know. I'm not sure." And what does she do? The next day, she goes, takes one for the team, and she takes a trip to take the screenshots and to create this. My hat's off to you, and you know who you are. Actually, she's one of our behind the wheel drivers. None of us wants to do extra stops because they're margin killers. No shit. I got a ride, and they snuck in a stop. I didn't see until I picked them up. And when I got to the stop, this was new. I was waiting. There was a clock that was black for 2 minutes, and then it was green for the next 3 minutes. After the ride, I checked my compensation in the Rider app after the fact, and I was only compensated for almost 3 minutes, not the 5. This might seem trite, but my time is worth money. I will not wait for people when not getting paid. 2 minutes of my life is my time. I understand the 2-minute waiting period to get into the car at the beginning. That's reasonable. But if you are in my car and I'm contracted to carry you, great point, I should be paid for every minute you're asking for my time. Uber keeps changing the goalposts. I'm sorry, but you don't get to take 2 minutes of my time without compensation. No shit, Uber, are you really goddamn doing this? Are you really doing this? Are you guys seeing this in your cities? This is from Virginia.
I hope this is a glitch.
No, I hope this is a goddamn edge case, bro. This is one of those edge cases because this is
an edge case, right?
Shit. Okay, so and then she puts the screenshots right there. Obviously, I would normally never accept this ride. First of all, there's a stop, and second of all, this is at least 35 minutes, including wait times, for $8.35, which is downright offensive. I only accepted this ride so I could screenshot the new shiesty Uber stop shenanigans. Again, thank you, bottom of my heart. And here it is, Chris. There's this, and then next screenshot, and then we have 2 more screenshots.
Yep. Give me 1 second.
And look at this, okay? So new counter at stops. Look at what she does. Look at this, how the work she does it, bro. If you guys are going to send me shit, please do it like this so I don't have to do much work. So she accepts the trip, gets to the first, stop, and here's the clock, right? And earning for wait time after, see the first one on the left, Chris, boxed in red, it's black. She's not getting paid to wait for Mary. And then after 2 minutes, it kicks in, turns green. Uber, you had probably 100 engineers to figure the color scheme on this shit, right? But you just now, you're going to steal so first 2 minutes before pickup is our time. It's okay to wait. No problem. We're not getting paid, right? And now this is a stop. You need to pay the driver for every single minute on P3, period. Period. P3 has not ended. We are going to talk about this, definitely, this week. So now, and then the clock turns. You know the work they put in on this shit, Chris, for that clock to go from black to green? They probably spent like 50,000 man hours to just figure that shit out in the app.
I think they just put it in ChatGPT.
2 minutes times how many trips a day, Chris? So, and then the next screenshot. And here's the proof that she didn't get paid right there. She only got paid 15 cents, which was the additional time after the clock turned green. Obviously, I was only paid for 42.42 minutes wait time, not 2.42 minutes, because the first 2 minutes is on the house now. People, get on with it. Uber just stole 2 minutes of my life. Again, thank you for figuring this out. This is definitely going to Uber tomorrow. Definitely. Well, since you guys are watching, and since you guys have the screenshot tool, I'm sure you guys took screenshots of this already, but I'll send it to you anyway. So there you go. Look at this shenanigans. What do you say to this, Chris? You got something to say to this?
I say that the counter is okay under one circumstance. It's built into the cost. Meaning, if you are, I mean, this one's $8.49 for wait, what was the whole time? 14 minutes. So, I mean, the whole thing is, as long as it's built in already, then I don't think it should make a difference because it's calculated differently, as long as it is. But unfortunately, it makes it seem like you're not getting paid the 2 extra minutes. Is that actually happening? I highly doubt that. They're probably finding a way to say, huh, you know what? We make them wait for $2 when we're picking them up. They don't get paid for that. So you know what? We're going to start the counter. But the other side too, that you could look at this is maybe they're actually going to start paying you extra for your time. I don't know. I don't see that happening either. I'm trying to give them the benefit of the doubt here.
I mean, they don't need. I disagree with you. They don't need the benefit of the doubt. Uber doesn't need the. Okay, look. Do you agree or disagree that during P3, every minute I should get paid?
P3, everything should be counted for.
Well,
it doesn't matter.
P3.
It doesn't matter. I mean, like you go to a taxi, it doesn't matter. Like you say, hey, wait here. The meter's still running.
Yeah, that's right. Okay,
like,
so
it doesn't matter.
So this 2 minutes is definitely stolen from the driver.
Peg.
Yeah, I'm not buying this whatsoever. Uber couldn't explain this to me any other way. Well, I'm gonna hopefully get an explanation for this. This doesn't work. Okay, if this is a test or a pilot, we will find out. We will catch it. If any of this is happening to you guys in your city, please send me the screenshots. It doesn't have to be this good. Just send them to me. Screenshot it that you didn't get. You're getting. You screenshot me the black to green clock. Okay. And this is what we'll do. We'll go figure this out. Okay, Karma, I'm gonna boot you because you're getting on my freaking nerve.
One thing I always say is work smarter, not harder. If you aren't using the Solo app, then you may be working harder. So let's change that. Download the app, link your accounts where you can manage your income, track your expenses, and project your taxes. Not only that, but you can plan by optimizing your time, make more, and even guarantee your daily pay with guaranteed earnings. Download Solo and begin to work smarter, not harder today. Link is in the description. All right, let's get back to it.
Well, okay. The thing is, I think, if a multiple stop was actually built into it, and so let's say, okay, you had your pickup to drop off to the first one, and then your second round trip, let's say, to the pickup to the drop off, and then they're at, like, let's say that's got the pickup, the whole distance from literal pickup of the passenger to the final drop off of the passenger and everything between. Let's say that has everything included, and then they're going to say, okay, well, now if you're actually waiting for over 2 minutes, you're going to get paid extra on that. That I could see as actually being a good thing, as long as everything is an accountants for, which means you're going to get paid extra on top of that ride. So let's say it was just a drop off to a purse, even though we know that's not going to be the case. Let's say they go to Target and you're 30 minutes in there. Is that going to be worth it for you? So those types of things, I think, really need to be really investigated and looked in order to find out why they're doing this, what the cause is, and all of that in between.
Yeah, I think begrudgingly, I will admit that the first 2 minutes when I get there, waiting for the rider, okay, it's okay, let's say, before you get in my car. Once you get in my car, you do not get freebies. The other thing is, you said, figure it in. If it's figured in the upfront fare. We have an opaque algorithm. We don't know what the upfront fare is. We don't know any of that shit. All I know is
that, and that's where I'm going at. You have an upfront fare, so the fare calculates the pickup to the drop off, and then they throw something in as the wait time, and then they're saying, well, you know what? Yes, there's drivers who are not getting compensated for waiting, 5-8 minutes, whatever it might be, at a particular stop. So now we're going to put the 2 minutes is already calculated into that fare, and then anything on top of that will be calculated as an extra on top of what the fare would have, what we would have thought it would have taken for a normal stop. So it's saying like the first 2 minutes, okay, you're still getting compensated for it, but after 2 minutes, that's where the driver is going to start making more for waiting.
Well, that's fine, but as long as the two look, all I'm saying is during P3, nothing should be free. Period.
Yep. I agree, but that's what I'm saying. If that's how it was, because it's an upfront fare, because it's not time and distance, you wouldn't have this problem. I mean, we see that in the comments.
Well, no, I get that. I get that.
Time and
Of
distance
course,
won't have that.
of course.
But the problem is you have an upfront fare that calculates a pickup to drop off, both for, you know, multiple stops, for one stop. It doesn't really matter what it is, but it calculates what that fare is going to be. You take that fare, and then they're going to say, well, now the passenger gets X amount of time built in because it's a multiple stop. Maybe they throw an extra amount in. I don't know. We don't know. We don't know what the breakdown on the algorithm is.
Okay, this trip came in. Look, this trip came in with a multiple stop sign. You see it on the ping screen.
No, I know. Yes.
So Uber was paying from the time you stop. You know, when you get to the stop, there is a slider that says, okay, I'm at my stop. And then there is a slider, okay, I'm going again. So I'm betting you anything that Uber looked at millions of trips and figured out the average wait time on multiple stop trips is 2 minutes and 43 seconds. And they go, well, let's just steal the first 2 minutes, because Uber was paying as peanuts as it was, nickels and dimes. They were paying from the time you stop. That's why there is two separate sliders. Now they're going, no, we're going to take that 2 minutes away, because we looked at 6 million trips with multiple stops, and we figured it's 2.5 minutes average wait. So we're just going to steal that 2 minutes from you too. We're just going to only pay you for 30 seconds. This is biggest bullshit. I'm just okay. Anyway,
yeah, we need to hear what they have to say. Otherwise we're going to harp on this. Otherwise, we're going to harp on this and get drivers those 2 minutes paid for, because that is ridiculous. But like I say, if it's built into where the 2 minutes are already covered into that particular upfront fare,
you don't know how long they're going to wait. You don't know how you don't know how long the rider is going to wait.
That's what I'm saying. The upfront fare, we don't know everything that it is. The primary amount of the fare is made up of time and distance that's expected for that particular ride. But they could also build in, you know, that 2 minutes into that by saying, hey, this stop is going to, you know, we've averaged it to be 2 minutes and 43 seconds. We're going to give you the 2 minutes built into it. And then anything over 2 minutes is where it's going to accumulate.
Well, tell us that
needs to be shown, and that needs to be given if that's the case. If it's not the case and they're just trying to shice you out of 2 minutes, that's a whole different ballgame, and that needs to be.
We're going to find out. So you guys took screenshots of this, Uber? It's cool. We'll talk about it this week, because this is bullshit. So
all right.
So email me if you guys seeing this in your cities, because Uber will do this, and then they're testing, and it happens to be her, and they tested with the wrong person because she figured it out. And if this is happening all over this country, I'm sure they figured it out. So I'm like, okay, cool. We'll talk about it.
Yep.
All right. Thanks for watching. That short little clip was from our live stream, Show Me the Money Club, with Sergio and myself, Tuesdays, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. Make sure you subscribe, turn on all notifications so you'll be notified when we go live, as well as all of our awesome content. Make sure to check out this video right here, which will take you to the entire live stream, or check out this video right there. All right, drive smart, everyone.